Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to do kind of a quick review for you guys on the Deik Cordless vacuum. There's really no other way of getting around this fact that this is a blatant Dyson knockoff, but my goal was to see if this thing was actually any good, as it's about a sixth or seventh of the price of the actual Dyson model. That being said, I actually found a pretty good deal on it, and I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can check that out. Okay, so this thing in person looks almost identical to like your standard Dyson cordless lithium-ion powered hand vac. Now, this will do the same type of cleaning as a normal vacuum. Just because it looks like a hand vacuum, it is an actual full-fledged vacuum cleaner. So it's fairly new as well too, and I hadn't seen that many reviews on it, so I thought I'd give you guys my 2 cents, tell you about what I like about it, maybe some things I don't like, and how it compares to my Dyson. And basically break it down to which one should you buy. Should you pop for the Dyson or just go with this one for much less money? Okay, so as far as things you actually get with this unit, it pretty much comes with all the exact same accessories that you would get with the Dyson. It comes with the actual vacuum floor beater, obviously. It comes with a furniture brush. It comes with a crevice tool. It comes with a wall hanger slash charging mount, basically. That's not quite as robust as the Dyson's, but we'll talk about that a little bit more in a second here. An AC adapter and a manual. Pretty much exact same thing the Dyson comes with. So I guess the most important thing to talk about is how this thing vacuums. I'll tell you right off the get-go, I was pretty floored with how well, no pun intended with the floored thing there, but I was pretty amazed, I guess, with how well this thing actually cleaned. Side by side next to my Dyson, man, I tell you, it's really, really close. That's not good for Dyson, as this thing costs way, way less. The build quality on this thing too was surprisingly good. Maybe not 100% as fit and finished as the Dyson goes, but man, I tell you, it's pretty close. Comes with a lithium-ion battery that runs on 22 volts. Now here's where it changes a little bit from the Dyson. The runtime on this thing is advertised at 25 minutes. It's more like 20. Now, if you're using it with the beater on carpeting, it's about 20 minutes. The Dyson is also about 20 minutes, so there's no difference there. But if you're using it in hand vac mode, the Dyson will get you about an hour, where this will still only get you about 25 to 30 minutes. But if you're using it just as a vacuum cleaner for carpeting, the battery life is no different than the Dyson. I used it side by side on like a similarly trafficked area. I did half of it with this, half of it with the Dyson, and looked in the bag to see, the canister, whether to see, you know, if there was one was picking up more, and it was almost identical. It was about 50-50. It was exactly the same amount of stuff it was picking up. So as far as I'm concerned, this thing cleans, man, almost, I would say, almost equally to the Dyson, probably 95% as good. And for the money that this thing costs, it's becoming really hard for me to try to like recommend the Dyson to people now. It doesn't weigh much. It's only 4.7 pounds. It's just a hair heavier than the Dyson. The Dyson feels like it's built a little bit more solid. The filter seems like it probably is a little bit better on the Dyson. It says it has a HEPA filter on this one, but I'm not quite sure. I suppose it probably is, but it doesn't seem as heavy duty. But honestly, unless you're, you know, it's a vacuum cleaner, I don't think it needs the greatest filtration system in the world. The wall mount is definitely better on the Dyson. This one works, but it doesn't look near as good. It will hold, it's smaller and a little more flimsy, but it hangs and it works. The other thing too is with the Dyson, if you hang it on the wall mount, it immediately, the charger's built into it, so it'll immediately start charging it. With this one, you actually have to plug the charger into it. If you hang it on the wall, it just mounts it on the wall. It doesn't do anything. But again, for a savings of $500 to $700, is it that big of a deal to plug this into the wall? Well, I guess that's up to you. honestly, guys, I was really floored by this thing, and I think people are starting to figure this out too. Even though it's a fairly new item, it's already got a lot of really positive reviews. And man, I tell you, for the money, if I had to do it all over again, knowing how this works, like with the price of this versus the price of the Dyson, honestly, I'd have to go with this one. So anyway, if you guys have any more questions about it, just leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.